Welcome to part 2 of the two-part video tutorial on why Cahoot automatic shipping labels sometimes fail and how to create manual shipping labels for these orders using Cahoot's self-service label generation feature. Remember, Cahoot is still providing the vast majority of your shipping labels pre-generated in bulk, but there are times when a label needs to be voided and regenerated, such as when package manager data was approved with incorrect values, or maybe a shipping address is invalid, or perhaps it's failed because we detect there's a cheaper option available to you if you purchase outside of Amazon by shipping services. Now, instead of you having to reach out to Cahoot support to help void and recreate a label, we will give you the ability to do it when you need for it to be done. And we'll make it really easy for you by telling you exactly why the label failed in the first place, so you can focus your attention there. Because the same package manager intelligence that powers our automatic label generation engine still pre-populates everything else for you. Let's see how it works. Typically, you will use the failed labels list on your dashboard to determine which ones need to be fixed, but you'll also be alerted in your daily email notification. Simply click one of the links to get to the failed labels report and click Create Label in the action column to create the label immediately. You can also click the order ID to view the order details of the sales order before creating the label. From this page, just click Create Shipping Label. If the label failed for invalid weight or dimensions, you will be prompted to enter package manager data before creating the label. But let's close that for a minute and review the page itself. Now, the problem we're having here is that we have invalid dimensional data. So let's add the package manager data as we would have had we not closed the window. So now, Cahoot is smart enough to take the dimensions that we get from Amazon, which we didn't get any in this case, and fit them into the custom packaging that you support, any of the flat rate options you support, etc. So let's go ahead and change this a little bit. We'll put this in this box. We'll make this 12 ounces. And this all looks good. Let's put this in a bin location. We don't need any signature confirmation or insurance on this product. And we're just going to save the package manager data. Now, on the Create Label screen, the supported carriers and services were automatically rated and sorted by lowest shipping cost, and the best service is pre-populated for you. You should only have to click Create Shipping Label to be done. But you do have the flexibility to either make additional changes that you wish, or select a different service from the list if you have a business reason to do so. And again, just click Create Shipping Label to generate that label. If you need to make a change to the label, for example, the box dimensions or weight, simply edit them in the Create Label form, click Get Rates, which will update all of these rates again, select the one that you want to use, and click Create Shipping Label. If the label failed because the address is invalid, click the Edit Address button and review the fields. Make any changes that are necessary. Perhaps you need to use the Validate Address functionality. If there are more than one, there may be several here with the extra 4 digits, for example. Select the one you wish to use and click Save. All of the services have been updated based on that address. Along with the pricing, select the one you wish to use and create the shipping label. Sometimes a Cahoot suggested service is not available from Amazon by shipping. This happens when a carrier tells us that a particular service will deliver your package on time, but Amazon doesn't want you to use it, so they hide it from you. For example, Priority Mail Cubic is not an option through by shipping if the delivery date is the last day of the delivery date range. Another example is First Class Package is not an option through by shipping if the customer selected expedited shipping at checkout, even if they live in your backyard and you can get it there in a day. Both services may very well arrive on time, but Amazon filters them from view and forces the purchase of a more expensive label. Cahoot wants you to save the money on these shipments, so we alert you to them so that the label can be purchased through the carrier directly. You can still choose to generate the label through Amazon by shipping, or you can exclude the order from Cahoot and create the label in your other label software. Now, we will be adding the ability to purchase these labels directly from the native carrier using your existing negotiated rates very soon. so stay tuned for that enhancement. If the label failed because there was a cheaper Amazon service available, the label can simply be created using the Create Label screen, but we recommend validating the shipping address first to ensure it's either residential or commercial. The reason the label failed in the first place is usually because there was a mismatch between whether the address was residential versus commercial, and it makes a material difference in the label cost. If the label failed due to an Amazon server error, there's nothing to do other than create the label when the API service comes back online, usually within a few minutes of the label failure. If the label failed for manual review, it means there's something non-standard about the shipping label, and it needs to be reviewed before it's created. And lastly, if you need to void any label for any reason, whether it was pre-generated for you in bulk or it was created manually in Cahoot, simply go to the sales order page and click the void button at the bottom of the screen in the shipment section. It's going to ask you to confirm, but once you do, you can use the Create Shipping Label button that's now visible at the top of the screen, or there's another one at the bottom where the void label used to be.